are currently listening and watching Difm.party with your host, Sue Braun, and also your host, Sue Braun.
Hey, Technocrat Leech. Thank you so much. Welcome to Welcome to Difm.party. The really, this is the depressive version of Difm with Sue Braun on WFMU. This is like the kick to the curb, shitty, not even a podcast of version of what the show was at one time when it stood grand and tall, and now it's in the gutter but looking at the stars. Oh boy.
In addition, we got the you know how you have the post-holiday blues? I think we got the pre-holiday blues on the flip side.
I am not basting any turkeys. I have the job of being the appetizer provider, and I've already spent like $120 on that shit. I mean, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what? Thanksgiving for 25 people is a lot of goddamn money, and I'm not even like buying a turkey or doing anything crazy. We have also joining us today, Leech and Nick the Bard. Nick, are you there?
Yeah.
Folks, we do have a phone in number, and it's never used. So maybe one of you regular listeners can break it in, as opposed to
Pop that cherry.
Our relatives who have been breaking it in.
Thanks, relatives.
Yes. Yep. And
they're just gunning for some, extra sides at Thanksgiving. That's why they're doing it, really. It's an ulterior motive.
347-201-0533. That's 347-201-0533. This phone number is floating in space over at Facebook. .com/DIFM on WFMU. It's there. We've done everything. It's on my Instagram account, PSCU Braun or whatever the heck it is. It's all over there. We try to reach out to as many of you dickwads as possible, but it's really hard, and I'm getting disgusted, and I'm having my listen, I better adjust my attitude before meeting and greeting my relatives this special time of year. That's all I'm saying. So does anybody struggle with this time of year? I don't. We all drink ourselves into like a partial concussion. At least with my relatives, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't there's nothing wrong with that, right? But, I am number one guy for safety, as you know.
Yes.
And I just want to get this up top, I just really want to address this, and you should do not
ever
do not this, which I'm about to say, which is deep fry your turkey. Don't do it, okay?
Don't do it. Okay.
Just watch the videos, and you'll see why it ends in destruction, unless you hate your family or something, or your life, or both. Maybe just think twice about doing that. Bad idea.
There's sort of like a Hellraiser Saw element to the video that Lee is producing right now. Freeform video for this program. Again, we have the playlist up. We've got everything. There's like 700 links. DIFM.party. And we're going to be reminding people about safety on the video, because Leech actually has done safety videos. So Leech, do you in fact have a macrame fire escape in your Bronx apartment? How many floors up are you?
I am -1 floors up.
Okay. Can you crawl out of your crawl? Can you get out of your crawl space safely with a macrame rope?
No, I've banned anything that can possibly be lit on fire from my residence. So no ropes, no macrame. Yeah, nothing that could possibly hurt me.
Maybe just human flesh. I mean,
That doesn't really burn that bad.
You're not impervious to injury, Leech. Nick the Bard, however, impervious to injury. Am I right, Nick?
Sure, why not?
Well, you know why? You've got, you're typically dressed in layers, from what I see, and I'm guessing now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm guessing at least one of those layers. Number one is flame retardant. Number two, you are coated head to toe with some sort of like Aquaphor or some sort of what's that grease stuntmen put all over their bodies before they step into their fire retardant suits? Isn't there some?
It's KY.
KY. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Astroglide. So Nick, confirm or deny your flame retardancy?
Oh, I'm probably all full of preservatives from all the crap I eat, so there we go. So,
okay.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know if that means you're flame retardant. It means you will probably never die, at least. Like you'll be preserved forever.
I'll take that.
So Nick, recently you discovered something. Was it at the dollar store or a sody that is making a comeback?
Wait,
soda
what?
Pop. A soda pop. Soda pop.
Oh, what, the Ecto Cooler?
Yeah, where did you find the Ecto Cooler?
On the bottom shelf of ShopRite.
And when was the last time Ecto Cooler was released? And again, can you remind me like what's it and what it is again?
Ecto Cooler was a tie-in high C flavor, like back in introduced around 88, 89. That was like a tie-in for the Ghostbusters cartoon. Then it stuck around like well after the cartoon was over with. Then it disappeared. Then there was like a whole giant nostalgia thing online, mostly brought from like X Entertainment, sites like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then for the new movie, for the new Ghostbusters, I should say, they brought it back. But it was originally an Amazon exclusive, and it was way too much money for the damn thing. And now I guess it's showed up in stores. Now the run of it's over, so there we go. I just wanted to get it because it was a 6-pack, and I wasn't paying full of double the price for a 12-pack, which I don't need.
So, will you be sitting with this, doing like a Thanksgiving protest with just the Ecto Cooler, like a 6-pack of Ecto Cooler on your lap, and just like totally fourth walling everybody?
God, no, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, once you drink one of them, you can hold it by the ring all day. The empty ring of the 6-pack.
I was never a high C kid, so it's like it's like, oh, okay. I only had it when it was like, the kids brought their stuff in for birthdays in school, in grammar school.
I was all about that, or rather, my mom was all about that because she, I was 5, so she figured that stuff out for me. But yeah, she put that shit right in my bag. And,
well, I had real juice.
Real juice? What are you talking about? Real juice?
Friggin' orange juice. We had friggin' apple juice all over here all the time.
In what form? Like what was? How did it come? How did you?
The frozen concentrate crap.
Wait, did you just
like a can of frozen concentrate?
Did you do anything with it, or do you just chewed on the frozen cylinder?
Girl, I used to put those things in my hair.
It was too slimy. But we just made it normal. And it was always like usually it ended up being like for a good while it was 5 alive. So that's probably close enough.
My mother used to keep a frozen can of limeade in the freezer for like 10 years at a time until she felt like having some sort of version of a margarita. And I mean, that fucking can was like coated in like a block of ice. It was like unearthing some sort of subhuman from the Arctic. The time we pulled that can out of the freezer. And then it just goes bad, as you know. You put some Five Alive in there for like 5 years. Five Alive, you would think after 5 years it would still be alive, but hell no.
Yeah, I mean, what's a subhuman to do, though? You know, you get desperate.
It's true. Oh, I saw something in the dollar store today. Speaking of subhumans, they have variations on a theme, I guess, on a popular theme. So, in the nasal irrigation section of the store, they had something called a Yeti pot. A Yeti pot.
Oh my!
With an actual, Yeti. Actually, it looked like a Yeti couple. A white Yeti couple. Sorry not to get all racial, but they were a white Yeti couple.
Were they straight? Like man-woman thing?
It was really, you know what? It could have been a gay Yeti couple. It was I could not see any secondary sexual characteristics. So it could have been two gentlemen Yeti. But this was a Yeti pot for nose irrigation. Of course, this particular dollar store was a mess. It was, wow, very unkempt, despite the many people working there. But
did it have the dollar store smell?
Honestly, I don't recall. I had just gotten out of Sally Beauty, where an altercation was beginning to ensue. And I just, picked up my goods and ran out of there, and just booked over to the dollar store, where I picked up the following. I'm just letting my housemate know. I got a oven mitt. And I got a thing for the sink that where glass hopefully doesn't crash into it, and it's the cheapest, shittiest piece of plastic ever. And then I got a kitten calendar for 2017, and they very happy about my purchases today.
That kitty calendar.
Yeah. Folks, in the background, we are hearing Leech's turkeys.
Yeah, two little turkeys. Yeah, I tried to fatten them up, but yeah, they didn't really get that fat. Like, it's not even worth cooking them because it'd just be like one, pinch full of meat off of their neck, and it's just not worth it.
Well, I suppose if you were having Thanksgiving by yourself, which many of our listeners do, listen, no shame in your game, folks. It is a tough holiday. Many of you are experiencing a new syndrome that I mean you're sort of gearing up for it. Instead of talking about all the this is like our Thanksgiving tradition from when my grandfather was alive, that in order to distract from any sort of real conversation, we would talk about how we got there to our Thanksgiving destination. So we would talk about the routes that we took, which routes were better. This is all in New Jersey. Which roads were going to be more clogged. Did you know that there's construction on this road, that road? So we could literally between 3 or 4 people spend a good hour and a half speaking about the drive to the house for Thanksgiving. But this year, things are going to be a little bit different in some people's homes. And I think you know what I'm talking about, Leech.
Self-driving cars?
That is going to definitely kill that conversation about getting there. You got it. Absolutely. So as a result, we'll have to...
But what really?
Well, we're going to have to resort to the discussion about the things that we can't seem to get away from. And that is the political climate. And I have a feeling, oh man, who got shot by their dad on Thanksgiving Day? Was it
Robert F. Kennedy?
Was it Otis Redding or was it Marvin Gaye? Who got shot? I'm like, I can't. Death. Okay.
Was
Let's see.
Was he a
It's
pilgrim?
He died in a crash. That's right. Otis Redding died in a crash. Marvin Gaye was shot by his father, I think on some sort, maybe Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure, but you gotta make sure people don't do that. Can we not do that?
At least wait a day, because that's not really in the spirit of Thanksgiving to do that.
Yeah, really not. I mean, listen,
Just wait till New Year's, you know? Murder your loved ones on New Year's Day and, start fresh.
Well, there's always
looking on Google, there's some guy who got shot on Thanksgiving on YouTube. That's the most I can find.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of family drama centered around Thanksgiving, and I'm very concerned for people. I feel like if you are very angry, do not go to Thanksgiving. You have massive bronchitis. You have something's up, or just show up later for dessert.
Got, like, massive butt problems.
Yeah, butt hurt, as they say. Everybody's accusing each other of butt hurt during this tense time in our American relations together. No, your butt hurt. No, your butt hurt.
Sales of Preparation H have skyrocketed after the election.
I'm not sure if it's like an actual, anus, or just your bottom. I fell on my coccyx.
Yeah.
My butt hurt.
Your tailbone kind of thing? That hurts.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. So I want everything to be as peaceful as possible, because we know it's not peaceful. I'm not calling for peace. I'm not capable of doing anything like that, but especially in these times. Listen, it's bad enough, Leech, nobody listens. We know that. We do the show every week. We know nobody's listening. But in general, in my life, nobody listens to me. Leech is a different guy. Nick, you probably know what I'm talking about. Leech is the kind of guy where he talks and everybody listens.
Well, that's why I'm doing it. This is why I'm actually talking about. I didn't want to bring up this whole thing, though, with current events, because that's bad. But the reason why is because I had a vision. Right, I was laying in my bed and had a vision of all of these people being mad at each other in Thanksgiving, and also trying to deep fry their turkey, right? And that's important. That's important to the vision, right? So there's a tub or a bucket or whatever pot,
a bucket, yeah,
of oil at above 400 degrees. And someone just gets really mad because someone said something, that another person found offensive, and then all of a sudden someone's slam dunking a turkey into this pot, right, of flaming, boiling oil, and then you have disaster, okay? And I don't want to see it, right? I don't want my vision to come true, so that's why I'm doing this for real, okay? I said my piece, all right?
All right, and everybody listened, and now everyone just shut this whole thing off. Leech, you're a guy we listen to. I don't know why, but we do. You're very authoritative. You rule, essentially, is what I'm trying to say.
You gotta pretend like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Well, stepping away from family homicide, we haven't checked in with Nick the Bard about recent things in the world of either film or toys or things like that. Nick, do you have any updates whatsoever? Any thoughts? You could say no, but you won't. Go ahead.
I finally got a movie checked off that I should have seen when I was a kid.
Which one?
Punchline.
Oh.
With Tom Hanks and Sally Field.
How was that?
I actually liked it a lot. I mean, it's I see it where it gets bad reviews and everyone's it's kind of down on it, but maybe I just got it more. or just felt more relatable or something.
Okay.
And, you know, it didn't help that Sally Field is hot as hell in it, but... it didn't hurt, but, you know, that... Okay.
That helps. You know, I knew this was going to go there. I'm like, I wonder if he thinks Sally Field is attractive. And bam. You answered. It's all good. You know what I haven't ever seen? I haven't seen that. I mean, I would like to see that. It's not like a movie I wouldn't ever see. But I've never seen Coming to America.
That's worth it.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I just never saw.
That one, Coming to America, the first time I actually tried to watch it, it was like 5 in the morning. And, you know, I was like 17, 18, whatever, over my aunt's house. I'm like pretty much nocturnal. I'm trying to watch it. The sun's out. And she's like, get to bed already. It's like, no! I want to watch the damn movie.
Did your mother try to put you to bed while the sun was still up? My mother did. All the fucking time.
No way.
Oh my God.
No way.
The sun would be burning. Southern California, it's like 7 o'clock. The sun is still out. It's like, get to bed. It's like, are you fucked, lady? Oh my God.
Not doing it. Not doing it, Mom.
And I wouldn't. So, punchline. All right. And so you must have seen something else, Nick.
I went to see Doctor Strange.
I have to still see that. Yeah.
That one, that's worth it. But it's definitely one that you have to see in 3D IMAX.
Yeah, you were saying.
Just because it's like it actually has like a depth of field kind of thing that it actually works for it.
Hey, what?
I still have to go. But I have to go back and see it in 2D because apparently the shots were done differently. So, but
you haven't gotten on that yet.
That's at the tip of my tongue right now.
Nick, do you know what it is?
I can't think of it either. I know it was.
I know Scorsese did it a couple times. Like, it's not a rack focus, but it pushes in, and I know how they achieve it. Pushes in while zooming the camera in the opposite direction.
It's that one shot in Jaws with Roy Schneider.
Yes, sort of. Yes, definitely.
It's like you dolly in and you zoom out at the same time.
Can I just mention
dolly zoom maybe? Dolly.
Just to correct any record, because it drives one of my listeners crazy whenever we say something wrong. But he has no idea that everything's wrong on this show. Welcome to the DIFM. Do it for me. Marvin Gaye was not shot on Thanksgiving. He was shot in April. Thank you very much. You're
April
welcome.
Fools. April Fools.
All right,
you're dead.
Idiot. You go on with your life now. Don't return to the thread on WFMU chiding us for bad information. This show is all about bad information, buddy.
That's
right.
It is called Dolly Zoom, I guess, which wasn't the thing that was on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Vertigo. It's originated from Vertigo, Hitchcock's film.
Dolly Zoom.
Dolly Zoom. Literally, that's how you do it.
All right. That's a great stripper name.
Dolly Zoom. Another $1 for Dolly Zoom.
Lately at work, we've been singing, all I want to do is do a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. You know, I don't know. That's me and the kids at work. We sing that. I don't know. Folks, the call-in number is 347-201-0533. That's 347-201-0533. Do it for me. My name is Sue Braun. I'm joined by Technocrat Leach and Nick the Bard. We were just talking shit for a while before Hangsgiving.
And before we get off the topic there, like when I was coming home from Doctor Strange, like I forgot that the bus, there's no 8 o'clock 58 bus. So I was stuck on Broad Street for like an hour in the middle of the night, like complete darkness, standing in front of 7-Eleven because it's the only place with light. And so couple storefronts down to the Popeyes, and cop pulls up to it. I'm like, okay, whatever, we're getting chicken, that's fine. Then 2 more show up.
Oh, they're arresting that chicken.
There's like 6 in there.
Yeah, we got a
then
call.
Then they come out.
We got a call.
We got a call. You got to hold that thought.
Call from
Mark Allen Hudson.
to accept, press 1.
Oh,
Send a voice
yes. Oh, DIFM, you're on the air.
Hi, it's Mark
Hi,
Hey, Mark.
Allen.
Mark Allen.
How are you?
Hey, Mark Allen. It's so great to hear from you, but you got to turn down your radio or your phone or whatever the fuck you're
I think
doing
it's all
over
right.
there.
I'll fix it. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, no
I
problem.
just did.
Mark Allen, how are you,
I
my
just-
dear?
Fine. How are you? I thought I'd tune in and I thought I'd just call.
Yeah, we're sitting here, just absolutely butthurt. And what are
I
you
know.
doing for?
I heard.
What now? Is there a Thanksgiving up in your hillbilly neck of the woods in New York State? Although I heard you moved.
I moved to Hudson, New York. I live in an apartment now. I left that house.
Mark
And
Allen.
yes,
Mark Allen lived
There
in
is
a
Thanksgiving.
wonderful home, and now
You were
the
there.
home had no window. I know. I always like to tell people this is a home. Instead of a window, it had a kiddie pool in it. In the where where the window was smashed out. It had a toilet in the living room.
I've heard that story.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
So this is the gentleman, the great Mark Allen, film director, bon vivant,
Auteur.
artist. So
yes.
what's your?
Well, thank you very much for that introduction, Sue. I'll send you a check.
Thanks.
What? Yes, there's a Thanksgiving up here. You know, Thanksgivings up here are very well to do. This is the kind of the aging homosexuals who used to be addicted to Martha Stewart and who have just gotten older after Martha Stewart kind of faded from the public view. So they still craft their Thanksgiving dinners, with the finest farm fresh foods and arrange to be photographed and eaten. So that's why I don't participate in Thanksgiving up here.
Okay, farm to table. The farm to table trend is getting to be a real fucking bore.
Yeah.
Whatever happened?
Yeah, like the farmer's market.
Whatever happened to freezer to table? Whatever happened to can to table?
What about industry
love-
farm? Slaughterhouse
I like that y'all
to
were talking.
table.
Y'all were talking about the frozen juice concentrate. I remember that from being a kid. Do they still make those?
No, it's still around. I still do it because that's how I roll.
I remember when I was a kid, you could peel. You take one end off and push it out and lick it like it was like a really intense.
I still
popsicle.
do it.
Yeah, I remember doing it. I remember that weird thing of you fill the pitcher with water and then you just plop the ice thing in there with a wooden spoon and you'd like stab it at the bottom and then keep stirring in the water, until it just it seemed to take forever.
You know what?
It was
I don't
really
know
kind of
why.
gross.
I don't know why we weren't allowed to just add boiling water to the goddamn thing. It would just...
Remember, here's a nut. This is going way back. This is actually before my time, but I've seen YouTube commercials of it. Remember Fizzy's, the drink that was a pill that you put in water and it turned into a carbonate, like a glass of water. It came in like little wafers, and then you stirred it up and it made one glass. It's called Fizzy.
That's before my time, I guess, because I've never heard of it. I mean, it certainly sounds like the precursor to Alka-Seltzer, or maybe the post, post statement on Alka-Seltzer.
Was it flavored? Did it just fizz it up, or did it have like sugar content or something?
It had sugar. Yeah, it wasn't medicine. It was, a way to make instant soda. I don't think it really caught on.
Right, because I've seen the Alka-Seltzer, just a sodium bicarbonate, which I think in European countries they have a lot more, but usually not flavored. It's just a It's seltzer alternative, I guess. Instant seltzer.
Uh-huh.
You know, fizzy
Right.
sounds very Canadian. I don't know, something very Canadian sounding about it. Are you
Oh,
sure you
really?
didn't live
Why?
in Canada?
Why does that sound Canadian?
I don't
Explain
know.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah, you explain.
Explain it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why that sounds good. I've only been to Canada twice. You know, I was in prison in Canada once.
That's yeah, good.
Wait
yeah,
a minute.
it happened. And I remember they served us fizzies. It's all coming back now.
Oh wow! Wow, this has all come full circle.
Wait a minute. Hold on
Yeah,
a second.
that was before the gang rape. Oops, sorry.
Mark Allen, we're going to back up on this because you are in the past have been part of some political action that could get you arrested.
Yeah.
Why in Canada
Yeah.
were you arrested?
Well, this wasn't political. This was during my club days when I would perform as a go-go dancer in other places, and I went with a drag performer named Lena. Now her name was Gerlina back then. We went to Montreal, and at the border, they somehow found out we were working, and it was illegal. They take it very seriously over there. You go through the checkout, what do you call it? You know, when you go through and declare your whatever, and you have to lie and stand.
Yeah, customs.
Okay, so they didn't believe us, and then they went and they found the people that own the club on the other side of the airport, you know, and talked to them, and of course they said, so they were like, we can't let you in, and there's not another flight leaving for the next 24 hours, so we have to put you in prison.
Ooh.
So they took me and my androgynous friend, and they made us mugshots and fingerprinted us at the prison and marched us through the thing, and all the guys were catcalling us and put us in our own cell, and they put us in a cell. We had to stay there for 24 hours, and then they served us like bologna sandwiches. Actually, they did serve us some kind of orange drink, and then they clanged on the
Was
balls
not
and made us
fizzy.
get up and put our clothes back on, and it wasn't a fizzy. But and then they drove us to the airport and like put us on the plane, and so that was why I was in prison in Canada. It was for attempting to go into the country to get money working
Wow.
when you're not supposed to. And everyone else can do this easily all over the world, but we fucked it up somehow.
You know, Canada has some of the best serial killers. Like, you know, when they
Really?
have a serial. Oh yeah, when they have a serial killer on the loose, it's like some nasty business. I mean, yeah, I think they're underrated as far as serial killer like rankings of horrificness.
Well, the Americans are
something
just
about-
stacking the deck. You know, well, it's like quantity versus quality, I guess.
Well, no, I would say
Yeah.
Germany. Germany is considered the number one, like in horrific serial killers.
But not sheer numbers, but the ones that that do it fantastically.
Yes.
Well, Germany had the guy that ate that guy. That was
Yeah, the guy who agreed to get eaten. In that,
yes,
in
that
that, one
was
case.
that was like a whole other level.
That's an ethical conundrum.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
There's
I
a whole.
wasn't
There,
aware that Canada.
I was going to say there was a
I
whole.
wasn't aware Canada had great serial killers. Who's the famous serial killer in Canada?
Wayne
Well,
Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky and
Oh.
the Ken and Barbie murders. You know, Carla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was Canadian. I assumed that was
yeah.
American. Did you see that new gay jeweler and his boyfriend murder in Manhattan that just happened? They killed the third guy.
I haven't heard any update on that. I figured it was at first I was like, this has got to be a hate crime, and then I found out that the two suspects were actually together, and I'm like, oh, this is more like some sort of weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something
I
went
don't know.
wrong. Yeah, some fight broke out over something bizarre. Well, they tracked down the girlfriend of the guy, the main suspect, who has a record in Florida and New York, who was the paid boyfriend of the jeweler. And according to her, he's totally straight, but he would of course have sex or a relationship with a rich man for money. And yes, I could see him doing this because he has a record a mile long. So
What a great
and
girlfriend.
he's denying. Yeah, right. Well, it's Florida.
What a loyal. That
Florida,
really.
Canada.
This is why some aspects of feminism really go down the shitter for me as a female. It's like fucking, don't stand by your murderous gay boyfriend.
Stand by your man.
Yes. Well,
Jesus.
that is right. Yeah.
Oh, well, I hope they wrap this the shit up soon. With the murdering.
Well, with Trump president, I think guys like this might get off. I mean, it's like a white man's world now.
Well, it really harkened back to the days of Robert Chambers. The Robert Chambers.
Yes.
It's immediately what I thought. The yuppie murderer, and the Chandra Levy and all this. All these white upper crusties where there's not enough evidence or whatever.
Right,
but
the rich. Yeah.
Or somebody gets paid off. But I think in the case of the victim, the family is as hard as they can for justice. So, it remains to be seen. I mean, God only knows. We'll just have to see how much of everything goes out the window in the in the next at least 6 months. I don't want to think too far ahead, if you know what I'm saying. I just like I don't even know.
I'm actually not thinking much about it. I've gotten really quiet since Trump was elected. I was in the tank for Hillary, and I was as surprised as most people were that were in the tank for Hillary. And I've gotten really quiet. I'm just kind of watching everything. I don't feel everyone's like, oh, you have to speak up, you have to say something. I'm like, yeah, but everybody else in the room is screaming, trying to be heard, and I just really kind of want to back up and just watch and maybe plot and plan a little bit, kind of censor myself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want this to ruin my Black Friday. Let's get through Black Friday. Okay, let's all pretend it's okay. We can, a little trampling, as we'll do a lot for the, uniting the country, I think, and then we'll see what happens. We'll pick up the pieces on Cyber Monday.
You're absolutely right, Leach. I think, Mark, I think it's really, incumbent upon us to sit back and wait for that video for when Walmart opens and people are trampled, the grainy camera playbacks.
Yes.
And, I'm that's what we need to focus on. Trample porn.
Well, I love that we're talking about serial killers and all this, and every time I look over, I see a turkey being, placed in a boiling pot of oil and bursting into flames. These look like ISIS murder videos, where they drown people in cages.
Just hold.
It's a good job. Leach?
Yeah,
Leach made that, right?
Just hold your knife up to the neck of a turkey, for a while, just for some suspense.
Yeah, it's therapeutic.
Leach does all our video here for the show and audio, actually, come to think of it. Actually, he does everything here. We are just co-conspirators, enablers. Actually, we're the girlfriends with the gay murderous boyfriend.
That's used to. Is it, deep down, we're all like that girlfriend, aren't we?
Well,
yeah. I want to go. I want to say I called to say happy Thanksgiving, and I enjoy your show. Every once in a while, I tune in when I see you talk
Thank you so much
on social media.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and
Mark,
you're always entertaining.
Thank you, Mark. Don't be afraid to invite me over one time for maybe meeting her fucking. I just want to
always do this. You always do this.
Can I tell you something? Everyone
this is how the girlfriends get this way.
Okay, this is seriously all my boys fucking hate me anymore. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like drowning I am drowning in straight men and straight women. I can't anymore. I cannot
Drowning.
anymore. I'm drowning. I'm like, what has changed? What is going on? There's no, like,
Interesting.
it's unbelievable. I can't get a different point of view.
Jim and I are still really close, so we'll have you because we love you, and we'll have to have you up because you're a lot of fun. And
All
we
right,
can alternate between my new apartment and his new house in Leeds. So we have 2 different locations.
Okay, you're not using him for backup, are you? Because you can't handle me alone. I mean, it's not like that kind of thing. I'm really
Not at all. So not at all.
I love
one bit.
Okay, I'm pulling your Cossacks. Don't worry about it. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Mark. It's been a pleasure. Happy
Happy
fucking
holidays,
Thanksgiving.
all of you.
Okay.
And have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Have a good one.
That was a call. That was a phone call.
That was
right
an
there.
actual, factual call.
And now back to Nick. Nick, can you pick up where you left off?
Yeah? Okay, so, the 6 cops, they come out of the Popeyes. So I guess something went down in there.
Right.
Maybe about 30 seconds later, some guy, he's coming out, he's holding up a bag of chicken, and he's just screaming out, I got regular! And, he's doing humping motions. So, but, he stops doing that, he walks up takes maybe 5 steps, starts screaming it again, starts humping a trash can.
He got regular.
Yeah, it's like, I got regular, humps the trash can. Takes another 5 steps. I got regular, humps the middle of the street.
Sounds like he got caught in a loop.
Yeah, that's all he was doing. It's like, by the street, trash can along the way. And I'm just thinking there, okay, I'm not walking home. I'm just waiting for the next bus.
But where are the cops? You said there's cops outside.
Yeah, what happened to the cops?
They left.
They had enough of this guy, and they figured he wasn't really breaking any real laws that that don't exist yet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there should be a law, but there isn't yet.
I'm just trying to figure out why, Nick, you brought up that there were cops in the first place.
Because he came out afterwards. So I'm thinking, there's some kind of disturbance going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which there probably was.
So, they just said, just give him his damn chicken.
And get out and do whatever you want outside. Hump whatever thing that you want. Just don't do it in here.
You need to have a humping party to celebrate getting regular chicken? Go ahead. Just get out, just do it outside the street.
Like a civilized person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can we talk
You can't go humping the trash cans in the restaurant.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because I'm I'm not a guy. Maybe that's it. What dry humping? I've heard about it. No, wait. I've heard about dry humping since the 7th grade.
It's a great American pastime.
But I don't understand. I should have asked Mark Allen this when he was on the phone. I don't understand how dry humping works, and I really need to.
It's called friction.
I just don't understand how it works.
It's called friction.
Friction. But then, for the man, it's but then there's a mess, right? I don't want to get too ridiculous about it, but there's don't you mess yourself? Don't you mess yourself or something?
If all goes well.
Wait a minute. So you're with your girlfriend, and this is the innocent teen. I don't think there's any innocent teens left in the world, quite frankly. Not in Donald Trump's America, baby. Yeah!
Get used to saying that.
So, innocent teens dry hump and then they mess themselves. But isn't that the worst thing ever to make a mess in your pants when you're just out of your being a prepubescent? I mean, I'm very confused. No one wants to splatter on their pants like when you're a teenager because everybody's like, ah ha ha, you peed yourself or whatever.
Let me break it for you real simple.
Please,
like.
I'm
Real
struggling.
simple like, and then I'm gonna just drop it, right? If you're a teenager, you're trying to do it very quickly, usually, without anybody noticing. So you can't fully disrobe. So you got
Okay,
to.
wait, stop.
Oh my god!
Just 1 second. Is there another person involved? Is this with a partner?
Of course.
Okay, go ahead.
So no, you're thinking like humping a dumpster while you're holding up a bag of chicken. Is this what you're picturing?
Well, no. Get back to humping another person.
All right, you derailed the whole thing.
We'll get back to the dumpster.
Anyway,
in a
go
second.
ahead. That's all I gotta say. That's it. That explains it.
You said nothing. You said nothing just now.
It's because you can't take off all the clothes because you can't do it. You're in a compromised position, and that's it. Boom.
I guess
Accept
my
it.
question is, why would you? The question is, why would you do that?
Because you're a horny bastard.
Okay.
It's the same reason that girls hump pillows. And countertops and whatever else. Yeah?
Yeah.
And Barbie beauty salon heads.
It's not, and the things that are weird that happens, especially with teenagers and sex, that's very low on the list of weird things. All right?
Oh yeah.
That's my opinion. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I wanna move on here. I wanna talk to Nick specifically about
Okay.
deep fried turkeys. I want to get back to this because I think maybe my message has gotten lost with all this talk of dry humping dumpsters. All right?
Ron Popeil just invented a turkey fryer.
I thought he was dead.
No!
Oh, he's not dead?
He sold his company.
Oh, that's a
No, he's
ShamWow guy. That's a ShamWow guy I was thinking of.
What? Vince isn't dead?
The ShamWow guy is...
He's not dead!
Who's dead then?
Yeah.
Billy Mays!
Did he do the ShamWow?
No, he did OxyClean. The Mighty Potty.
All right, I'm a lot less sad right now.
I mean, Billy Mays was like a meth head, too.
Yeah.
Like, they found him dead. He was like all pumped full of... He was all tweaked out when he died.
So Ron Popeil's deep frying thing, is it dangerous? Is that part of the selling thing that it's not gonna destroy your entire house, garage, etc.?
Pretty much. It's all like, it's all like clips and handles on it and stuff to keep the oil in. It's over, and the infomercial is overdubbed to hell, so you know it's good.
So this is really a public service, really, because
yeah.
you can probably chart after Ron Popeil invents and hawks this thing on television late night to your grandma. It's gonna decrease violent deaths this Thanksgiving season.
Oh yeah. And then you make the donuts afterwards, too, with the deep fry oil. So you get turkey donuts.
Ugh. Wow. Wow.
And then, or you can go get the air fryer that Gordon Ramsay's hawking now.
What's
What?
he hawking now?
He's got an air fryer.
Everybody's got an
yeah.
air fryer.
That, he'd be it's like one of the restaurants he went to is using it. He'd probably be throwing the person into the air fryer, but here he is selling one.
Yeah, is there an air fryer restaurant somewhere? No. Of course
There's
not. Who
an
wants fucking fried food without grease?
There's an air restaurant. Where they serve
Probably.
air.
Koreatown.
I think
One of
so.
those O2 bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been. I don't,
You know,
that doesn't count as food though.
Of course it does. There's people who just say they're aeritarians.
Oh boy. They're like ferns. You know, they don't have any. They don't need soil. They don't need water. They're like those ferns.
Ferns need soil.
No, there's like air ferns, right, Nick? Air ferns were a big thing in the 70s. You remember?
Sure, I remember everything before I was even conceived.
Wait a minute. Neither one of you remember the air fern?
What are you talking about? You are crazy.
No. Okay, before the air horn, there was something called the air fern. Still, mysterious air fern. No need to water ever.
It sounds like an
Okay.
infomercial right here.
It is. Listen.
If Joyce Bilifont's not talking about a match game, I don't remember it.
Bulafont. Not Billafont.
That's what they said the last episode.
Oh my god. It's a plant, you know, back in the 70s, back in the me generation, we didn't want to water our plants. Now there were some fucking hippies around who used to talk to their plants and play music to them. But then there was the me generation, the Alvin Toffler Future Shock generation, who was like, fuck this, I'm gonna live for me. You know, technology is gonna kill us. I don't have time to water or talk to my plants. I don't even have time to put soil in the pot. So I'm gonna get me an air fern. And the description is, you don't need a green thumb to enjoy this mysterious air fern with the registered trademark. Don't worry about forgetting to water it. The air fern plant never needs water. This unique plant grows only at the bottom of the English Channel. After it's dried, the air fern needs only the moisture in the air to keep it fresh under any condition.
What I'm reading is that the reason he doesn't need it is because it's dead.
It's not dead.
It's dead. It died.
Oh,
It's died, Ed.
it's not died, Ed, is it?
Yeah.
God damn it. No, it needs wetness. It needs, you know, it absorbs the shit in the air. And I think maybe
I got
even it
Wikipedia
cleans the
too,
air.
all right? I got Wikipedia open
Oh,
here. These so-called
fuck.
ferns are dead in dry colonies of hydrozoans. Okay?
All right.
They're
Well,
dead.
they sell them at
Dead.
Target. Yeah. Air fern at Target. All right. You can order them. They ship it to you in like an envelope. That is how cool this plant is. That's, you know,
Probably
guess
comes with a
who's-
ghost.
Guests who searched for air fern also viewed modern rhino decorative figurine.
Case closed.
Sweater knit blanket.
That's
I'm
no
telling
5
you.
foot. That's no 5 foot tall picture of an old lady with an inhaler.
Is that something I can order through Target?
You can order it on Amazon.
Okay.
You can
Metal-
get like a 5, and then pair it up with a 5 foot tall picture of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Those are decorative for the kitchen. Here, it's people who search for air fern also search for a metal arrow on a wood plank.
That's what. That's the product name.
Yep. $13.99 metal arrow on wood plank. And sure enough, it's a metal arrow on a wood plank.
Yeah, you can't see they were deceptive in their advertising. So Nick, though, like I know you're not because you're a smart guy, you're not a deep frying turkey kind of guy. So what do you recommend for how to cook a turkey or cook anything this Thanksgiving season? The viewers want to know.
Buy the turkey sandwich from 7-Eleven, but be ready for it to be a salt bomb.
Salt bomb?
They have a Thanksgiving sandwich that's like roast turkey breast with stuffing, cranberry sauce, but it's like a giant salt bomb. So it's like you're gonna be feeling terrible after having it.
Well, what about Subway, Nick? I mean, can't you get
Fuck
a better
Subway!
Oh, Nick.
They don't even know what the hell the Metro New York area is for coupons.
All right.
supposed
Okay, I brought up a store subject with the coupons and the Subway and Nick trying to get a goddamn discount. Please.
I gotta tell the employee what the New York area is for a coupon? No. No. Fuck Fuck them. They don't even know what the banana peppers are, and they have them in the damn thing.
Wow. Okay, so Nick, are you looking forward to your Thanksgiving? And how does it typically go down? You can just say no.
I think you're opening up a can of worms, which is probably what that sandwich from 7-Eleven tastes like.
I hope to open up a can of worms at my Thanksgiving.
Literal or figurative?
Literal. Libby.
Liberal.
I'm still waiting. I'm still trying to find a recipe for eel pie to bring to Thanksgiving one year.
Eel pie. Does that sounds savory?
That's what they had at the first Thanksgiving. It was like turkey was like years later. The first Thanksgiving was all about eel pie.
Yeah, George Washington was there, and that's what he ate, and he said, "This is America."
That's why and then that's where he lost. That's why he had to get the wooden teeth because he lost them all in there.
The maize. Maize really blows. Maize is just like hard dried corn.
No, it's not like the corn, the big fatty corn that we have now. Back then, it was like a little piece of crap.
It's that shit that we hang on the doors that you get in the dollar
the
store
Native
on a
American
wreath.
corn.
That's what they used to eat at Thanksgiving, and like just replace your teeth with that brown ass corn. I mean, come on. First Thanksgiving, it's
Right.
pretty sad.
Even the bald eagle wouldn't even eat it.
Yeah. I think it's all myth anyway. I think WikiLeaks is gonna tell the truth finally about the first Thanksgiving being a total like ripoff, murder and mayhem, all that stuff.
Chopping down the cherry tree. That didn't happen.
Hey, I've been eating sugar like a bastard for like weeks now.
It's the holidays. It's the holidays. Just go with it.
Oh my god, it's so. We got cider donuts. We had apple pie. We got a strawberry rhubarb pie. We got pumpkin cheesecake. We've got Lindt chocolate balls. God, everything you can possibly imagine has passed through this house in the last 2 weeks. It's crazy, and like holidays haven't even started. This is just like my personal menu. It's nuts. It's nuts.
I just want to interrupt here and just say, last chance to get your phone calls in, 347-201-0533. Mark Allen lit up this phone, and let's see if anybody else out there has got something to say.
See, that's some tough competition there. You know, trying to out call like one of the best callers.
Best caller. I'm gonna call it right now. Best caller of the year. Would you say?
Well, your cousin was a good call. That was. I can't get my cousins to call in.
It was, but that was a little like pay for play kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. I mean, all I can say is around my Thanksgiving table, we typically do what's called a trash can turkey. I probably talked about this last Thanksgiving time. We take a trash can out in the back. Actually, I just look on while other people do it.
Do that brine?
And we cook the turkey in the trash can.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a metal, one of those old school aluminum, like Oscar the Grouch trash cans.
Oh, cool.
Like it's flipped upside down, and there's like a platform that's kind of built up inside there, and it's like a big oven. It's
Sounds
crazy.
dangerous.
We usually have one trash can turkey. We've had them now for several years in a row, and one oven turkey. And it's hard to baste a trash can turkey, so that's why I like the oven turkey. Comes out better. You know, it's got more basting going on. So, but the trash can turkey, I gotta tell you, you know, if
it's a novelty.
It's a novelty, and actually last year we did a titty turkey.
Titty turkey. Okay.
Explain,
please.
Titty and vagina turkey. You know, we stuffed orange halves under the skin of the turkey breast, and with some garnishes on top to create chicken or turkey boobs, and then used dill at the crotch of the chicken to create a pubic mound, and that came out on the Thanksgiving table. We're one of those edgy NPR families. You know what I'm saying? Not me personally. Like me and like we're basically black sheep, all of us individually, but a lot of them get together over like political issues. So
you guys
that's all right.
playing a lot of Trivial Pursuit? When
Actually,
it really gets wild?
Dude, no, it's Cards Against Humanity.
Fine game.
Yeah, which is like the modern version of Trivial Pursuit. That's basically it. Good times. Although we do argue over music because their taste fucking sucks and mine rules. But that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Well, anyone have any other pressing issues that they need to get out? Any messages of peace? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Stay safe. Nick?
Yeah.
Stay safe. Nick, I'm only a phone call away. Although I've never, folks, I have an announcement to make. I have no idea what Nick the Bard's phone number is. Leech, do you know what Nick the Bard's phone number is?
If I want to reach Nick the Bard, I call the station.
You call WFMU?
Mm-hmm. Say, give me Nick.
I don't even know. I mean, I've discussed this with him a few times, and I can't remember what the answer is because I don't think I've ever gotten a straight one, whether or not he has a cell phone.
I have the cell phone that the old man having a heart attack in the barbershop has.
The lifeline?
He's like, the one, I got a simple phone. He's like, having a heart attack in the barber chair saying it.
Is it a jitterbug? Does it hang around your neck?
It could. I just have to find a small enough chain for it.
Well, listen, if you need to Facebook message me and just get to a safe room, lock the door, and you can communicate through the bottom of the door with your family if it gets to be too much. But
if you have a oil fire, don't pour water on it. Okay, don't do that. Seems like a good idea because if you're dumb, but it's not.
Yeah. And another thing, it's sort of like if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen kind of thing. If people are driving each other nuts this Thanksgiving, folks, don't blow up. If you feel as though you're being insulted, what you do is you take your linen napkin, you dab either side of your mouth, and say, "Excuse me."
Take your Jack and Coke.
Excuse me, I must make a bowel movement, and just walk outside and come back in like half an hour.
Yeah, just scream into the night air.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. No murders, no homicides.
Actual piece of advice: buy a bandolier and bring a bunch of load it up with a bunch of hot sauce.
Okay.
Good tip.
Because that squash soup, that's gonna have no damn flavor in it.
I think that's
it's just gonna be a big bowl of yellow orange.
I think that's
You're
a
gonna
life
have to
hack.
put hot sauce in it.
Well, Nick, Lithuanians, I think they only put like paprika in shit. They don't use like the things that are supposed. What?
No, the Italians do the cooking for Thanksgiving now.
Oh, that tastes. There's no flavor in that shit.
So, trust me, my sister-in-law doesn't know shit about cooking.
Good to know that she'll be feeding everyone.
I know.
Well, you gotta bring
It's like
some.
it's like you got all the Polacks bringing the stuffing, and the Italians making everything else. And the Polacks don't have the flavor in it.
Here, this is what you do, man. You smuggle in some turmeric, and some nutmeg, and you get to that fucking soup. You understand me? You get to that soup.
I don't even want to go near the soup.
All right.
But you did it anyway, thanks to hot sauce.
That was the first year because there was nothing else to eat there. And she just like dumped it out on the table.
You gotta prepare, man. You gotta bring a trench coat. You gotta bring a trench coat with a spice rack inside. Like, open up your trench coat and there's like a whole fucking spice rack. And just pull out spices.
Augment that shit.
Oh, yeah. And believe me, they got a 29-pound turkey this year. It's going to be dry as fuck.
Oh, yeah, 29 pounds, man. Man, get 2 fucking 10-pounders. You know?
They don't even know how to cook the damn thing. They're like, oh, we just put it on for an extra hour.
No, but
it's
the outside... No.
You gotta know what they're not smart. Trust me.
No.
Wait a minute, man. You gotta get a butter blaster.
Spatchcook that shit.
No, you gotta get the solid flavor injector from Ron Popeil.
That's
Yeah.
Ron Popeil is really he's trending this episode.
Ron Popeil was the master, and everyone else who follows is just weak. But I would recommend the butter blaster.
R.I.P. Ron Popeil.
Yep.
Rest in peace,
All
buddy.
right.
Even though you're alive, just
He's not.
just rest.
He's not alive, is he? Is he really alive? He's not alive.
Yeah.
He's alive. I just think he should rest.
Really? Ron Popeil is
That's
alive.
what I was saying. Nick, I don't know if Nick's pulling my leg here, my drumstick, but I thought he was dead, but hey.
1935. He's still.
He's injecting some shit into his body with the flavor injector.
No,
He's
if you
injecting
see-
vitamins.
Yeah, if you see him, he's got collagen injections out the ass.
He did it with his own product.
Yeah,
Except-
his left are gigantic. He's had work done like crazy. You can tell.
What is
He's got
this?
garlic under his skin.
Okay. Nick the Bard just sent me something for Black Friday. There's a deal he's given me a heads up on. Wall Monkeys, senior woman with asthma inhaler, peel and stick wall decal. So this is a peel and stick wall decal of a woman with an asthma inhaler. Are you telling me I can do my whole wall in my living room with repetitive pictures of an old lady with an asthma inhaler?
Yeah.
That's you know what? This is like the best Christmas ever. Best Christmas ever. Only $73.92 plus free shipping.
73. How did they come out with that number?
I don't know, but apparently there's different sizes of decal. Peel and stick, man. That's great. Oh my God, we got to get an office, you guys, and we got to put this up. We need this. Can I start a fund? That's amazing.
Good. Let's get a Kickstarter going.
Yeah, absolutely. With $73, for God's sakes. I'm sure, if we each chipped in $10, we could at least get half of that money, right? Folks, this is Do It For Me. We probably have to leave now. I've ripped my Band-Aid off. It has too much cat hair in it, so it's got to go. Leech, you've been doing a fine mess of fried turkey video. Thank you so much for that.
The glitch counter is at 0, surprisingly.
So, as far as we know, folks, every week we do have at least one big long fucking glitch, and we
let's wait to the review. But at this point, live glitches.
I don't
we're at
want to
0.
build up anyone's hope. I don't want to build up anyone's hope that there's no glitches this week, because it's never true. We do the best we can, but the system is very complex and not infallible. That's all I'm saying. I think Nick hung up. He's just like, fuck this.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
No, that was a glitch.
Oh, that was a glitch?
Yeah.
Thank you. Really? Was that really a glitch?
No, I pulled out my phone and it made a noise, so I'm gonna count that as a glitch. So our glitch counter is at 1.
All right, there we go, folks. You have been listening to DIFM.party, Do It For Me Party, and we'll have an archive of this thing that we just did up soon enough, before you know it, on Facebook and maybe even Instagram if I feel like typing in all those letters and numbers. That's about it. Any last words? We out of here?
Safety thirst. I got
Thank
the
you.
thirst for safety.
Thanks, Technocrat Leech. Thank you, Nick the Bard. Everybody have a safe and homicide-free Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. And